Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the new moon lunar reading for the sign of Scorpio. Alright, the new moon for May is May 4th. That was today, this past evening. And this video is going to be coming out. It's coming out in the early hours of May 5th. But it's all still the new moon, and the new moon is all about new beginnings, new cycles, sowing seeds for your vision, projects, endeavors, new relationships. It's all about new beginnings, right? So the new moon cycle will be with us for quite some time until we go into the other phases of the moon, and then the full moon will be the time of the month where you start to see some of the fruits of your labor. So let's get right into it for you Scorpios. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot, my channel, my new channel. I've already been meditating on you and the cards for quite some time, Scorpio. So we're just going to do a little shuffle here and pull out your Animal Spirit card, Oracle card, from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Which Animal Spirit is Scorpio going to be manifesting through this new moon cycle? All right, Scorpios, beautiful Scorpios, very intensive sign of transformation, reincarnation. Lovely, lovely water sign, intense water sign, Scorpios. Your emotions run deep. Show me. And your card for the month, your animal spirit is the frog. Wow. Water energy. Right? Water energy. Beautiful. The rainmaker. The frog has that rainmaker energy. At the bottom of the deck, you have the dragonfly. Air energy. Beautiful. The dragonfly is all about magic. Believing in magic. Magical inspiration. Creativity, right? Dragonfly stands for that creative energy, that creative air energy, definitely. Dragonflies are about dreams, making dreams come true, daydreaming, fantasies, things like that. All right? Beautiful, beautiful creature. Air energy. But you, my dear Scorpio, you guys are manifesting the frog. All right? So, water energy, rainmaker energy. The frog is a beautiful, beautiful creature. It just survives. It must have a very wet and therefore very, very in touch with its emotional side animal. It thrives in emotion. It thrives in expressing emotion as well, right? Can be a warning of not, not overindulging in your emotions as well. Frog energy is interesting for a Scorpio because the Scorpio is so intensive. Their water energy is so intense. And the frog energy is very like earthly water in a way, right? It's almost the earth aspect of water because the frog can survive and oftentimes comes onto the earth no matter, right? But it needs to rejuvenate and cleanse. A frog needs to have water to be at its essence, right? To come into its own, as it were. It can survive on land, but it must have access to water at all times. Water helps us cleanse. Sometimes the frog can become dried out, working too hard on land, doing too much, hopping from here to there. So it's also a warning to stay in touch with our deeper sides. Stay in touch with healing energy. Water energy is healing energy, right? Cleansing. Remember to cleanse yourself Remember not to carry too much of a heavy load, right? Don't dry out, basically. It's kind of funny, but it's true. It's like, don't dry out, you know? Scorpio, keep healing. Keep in touch with that healing, nurturing, water aspect of yourself, water energy of yourself, right? That's what the lesson is for this month. And Dragonfly as well, being such a card of like illusion, master of light. You know, dragonflies are difficult to see. You ever see dragonflies on like a river in a hot day? It's like they're there, they're hard to see, their wings are translucent. So again, definitely a sense of wonder, the dragonfly, magic, shimmeriness, fairy energy, feeling of fairy energy, light illusion, the mind. So definitely talks about, you know, giving into that, but also being clear, right? Giving into the whimsical, magical side of yourself, but also realizing that sometimes what we see is an illusion, and to practice clarity as well when needed. All right. So let's get into the Deviant Moon deck for the overall 10-card spread that I do for my new moon readings. I love this spread. It's a circular spread, but I love it. Too many cards flipped over for that. Oh. Wow, jumpy cards tonight. I had that with the last reading as well. For, I believe, Libra, jumpy cards. But right now, it's all about you lovely Scorpios, right? What's going on for Scorpios for this new moon period? Period of new beginnings, new endeavors, new passions, new romances, changes. Sometimes can be new, can be a change as well. A change can lead to new. What's going on with my Scorpios this month? May 4th for the new moon. Show me. All right. Here we go. Can you see all the cards? Yes. All right. In the middle we have Ace of Swords crossed by Knight of Swords. All right. So where the frog talks about, the frog energy talks about not overworking yourself, being in touch, remembering to cleanse, to heal, to take time to rejuvenate. This is talking about 7 of Cups at the bottom, right? We'll get into that. But yes, it's all about rejuvenation right now. You're feeling kind of stuck, right? You're feeling eight of Swords talks about Eight of Swords can really talk about like being hasty, being reckless. You know, you're being reckless. You know, it's like you're hanging over, and it's like, you know, in the other deck, the Eight of Swords is the female that's tied, right? She's tied and she's blindfolded, and the Eight of Swords are around her. She doesn't feel like she can make a decision. Here it's kind of like, you know, oh, woe is me. You know, I don't know what to do. But this is like, you know, all she has to do is pull herself back into the window. So this is definitely, you know, risks that you, of your own making, right? You're playing with fire sometimes as well, but also like, you know, is it really a dangerous situation, or is it really a precarious situation, or are you just being very dramatic? Are you putting yourself in this situation which you could take yourself out of at any time? All right. You can talk about illusions with regard to where your problems are coming from, anxieties, paranoia sometimes, fears where there aren't real fears, right? Anxiety, a lot of anxiety. Knight of Swords coming in. Looks like somebody's going to come in. somebody's coming into you, or there's an energy around you. Maybe somebody you're dealing with, air energy, Knight of Swords energy. Somebody's very intellectual is coming in, you know, and that's the energy you're dealing with that's crossing you. They may help you realize that you really are making your own issues. You're making your own problems there. You're causing your own kind of anxiety, right? You know, you have nobody to blame but yourself for this, right? I mean, just pull yourself back in, right? So, Knight of Swords again, court card, person coming in for you with a message. Also, this person's coming with a message, perhaps a conversation, a wake up for you, right? A wake up to remind you that you're getting overboard, you're working too hard, you're starting to cause issues for yourself. Let's look at this Seven of Cups as well. Seven of Cups talks about just being disillusioned. He's trying to recreate the cups, but he can't. You know, he's looking at the cups, he's looking at the picture. He can't get what the picture of love that he wants. He can't seem to replicate it in his relationships. He's feeling really like, you know, futile. He's feeling kind of like just, you know, like what else can he do? He's tried everything. He's really just frustrated. This is a feeling of frustration and love where things just don't, you know, just don't seem to come together the way you need them to come together. A lot of emotional frustration. Scorpio, Page of Swords again, more communication coming in. A lot of people in your life right now. More communication at the bottom. It's talking about Page of Swords is text, small communication, text messages, a call, perhaps a coffee. You know, invitation for a coffee. But it's significant. It's there. It's right now. It's on your mind, right? You could be dealing with one person and somebody else has come through and they've said something, or you've had a conversation that's really stuck with you. Three of Swords, you're heartbroken. You've gone through a heartbreak with somebody in your life has. You've been dealing with somebody who's been heartbroken by the situation. I think this could be you, Scorpio. I think you're a little bit heartbroken, but maybe not necessarily by any one person, but more by your situation, I think. Right? I feel like it's more like you're just generally heartbroken, perhaps just because you're so dissatisfied, you're so kind of over it, you're so, you know, you just feel like, you know, you just can't win. You just feel like you're failing at love. You just can't win. You just can't get that vision to manifest that you want, and that's what's heartbreaking for you. You're having to show some strength over your ego right now, over your deeper emotions, Scorpio. I know that's difficult. Sometimes letting go of past grudges and fears can be hard for you, Scorpios. However, you are the sign of transformation, right? And you do have the ability to do it. And Evolved Scorpio is a very magical person because they're able to go through the fire and come out renewed, refreshed, transformed. Leo energy as well. Some of you may have been dealing with a Leo. King of Cups. Somebody's coming in with an offer of commitment. Or you'd like to give your commitment to someone. You're ready to give. I think this is you ready to give a cup of commitment. You're ready to be committed. You're just still kind of like confused about where, you know, this energy is anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety in this reading for me. I see. You have anxiety, self-imposed anxiety, Scorpio. You're running high on fumes. Are you taking care of yourself physically, Scorpio? Perhaps some of you have got some health issues you haven't been dealing with. You've been kind of running on fumes. You need to take some time off. You desperately want to give a couple of levels to somebody, but right now things aren't just... You're feeling kind of disillusioned. King of Pentacles is at the top. So industry, you're definitely on top of things, I feel like. In terms of your finances, you feel fine. You're working towards your empire, right? I feel like this is you, Scorpio. I'm not sure if this is somebody coming in. I think this is how you're feeling on top of things. And so this is a sense of pride for you and a boost, a self-esteem boost for you. yet still in love, you're still feeling despondent. And that's giving you anxiety. Definitely giving you anxiety. 3-party energy. Could be somebody you were dealing with was cheating on you. But you weren't that into the person anyway. But it was just the fact that it was just another, you know, relationship that kind of fizzled out. I feel like that's what's giving you that frustration. You know, that's not necessarily where the heartbreak is coming from. But just because it was a shallow relationship, again, like I said, I feel like the heartbreak is over your general lack of having, you know, success in love lately. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So this is it. You are ready. You're feeling really good. You're feeling on top of the world, I think, Scorpio. This could be male or female. You could be male or female, right? But you've really worked hard. So as far as your abundance, your creativity, your career and everything is going like that, you're really on top of your game. You're probably a master at your craft. You may be renowned in your field. But also you're looking to have that equal. Look at that. King and Queen of Pentacles with King of Cups here. You're looking to find your equal, Scorpio. You want to find your equal and you can't do it. You're finding it frustrating. You've had some heartbreak in trying to locate your equal, but that's what it is, I think. I think you're trying to find your equal. And every time you try, you know, you seem to like, but yet, and at the same time, you're getting anxiety. But the anxiety is self-imposed. If you're having self-esteem issues, or anxiety about failing, this is all in your head. This is like guilt trips that you're putting yourself through. You need to cut through that. This may be a friend of yours who can help you cut through that and realize that, you know, you're not as in the precarious of a situation as you think you are, that you're doing okay, and that maybe you just need to readjust some of your choices. Dragonfly energy, again, is illusory. Remember, dragonfly, beautiful, but also fantasy, dreamlike, daydreaming, illusory. You can't really see it. It's you know, it's not necessarily tangible. You know, the dragonfly flies in and out. Sometimes you see him, sometimes you don't. And I think this is a lesson as well, that in your relationships, perhaps it's the type of people you're picking. Are you picking people that on the surface look great, but you can't really see any deeper? You know, they look magical and everything and perfect, you know, for you, but it's like a dream. It's like a fantasy you're going after. And that could be where you're going wrong in the relationships that you're picking, Scorpio. 6 of Discs. You're definitely feeling like a benefactor. You may come to a period where you will be a benefactor, right? Like I say, you establish yourself as the man of industry. I think there's going to come a period as well where you're going to have people looking up to you. You're going to be their mentor. And this is going to give you a sense of self, going to give your self-esteem a big boost. It's going to give you a real sense of pride, and it's going to carry you through some of these darker days in your relationship. You're going to get a more worldly view of yourself and of your relationships and people in your life. I think you're going to change a little bit as a result of some of this attention that you're going to get for your talent and for your success. I think it's going to make you look at the world a little bit differently. I think you're going to shift your perspective and what you're looking for in love, and hopefully will bring love to you. Yeah, definitely a kind of where am I in life. It could be for some of you Scorpios, you may be going through a midlife crisis right now in terms of, you know, you're at a point where you've established yourself, but some of you may not be in a relationship, and so you're feeling anxiety about that, all right? Some of you may feel like the clock is ticking. You need to find your equal soon. But trust me, you know, you have to have some patience. You're ready to give a couple love, and you're looking for your equal. I think it's going to come for you. But you definitely need to make a bit of a change in terms of the relationships that you're looking at and the type of people that you're picking, Scorpio. Let's consult the Angel Therapy deck, Oracle deck. See what kind of messages the Archangels have for you in terms of what to pay attention to this month to help you through this period, Scorpio. Archangels, what do you have for our beautiful Scorpios for this lunar cycle, new moon lunar cycle, May 4th to June 3rd? What do you have for our Scorpios, please? I need 3 cards. Help us out. Show me. Workshops and seminars. Show me. Another 2 cards for Scorpio, please, Archangels. Archangel Raphael. One more. Show me. And fairies. Wow, interesting. Workshops, okay? So workshops is to do with industry. Again, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It could be that you find your equal as you spread your wings and you go out and you do workshops, seminars, right? Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. It could be that as you go about your way, you know, see, you're going to be a mentor in your field, I believe, Scorpio. You're already a master at, you know, it's whatever it is, your talent or trade. But you are considered a master. You're going to be considered a mentor. You may be giving workshops and seminars. This could be where you find your equal out there. You have to give a bit more, you know, attention to that part of your life in terms of finding someone. It may be through that part of your life. It may be through your career that you find the person you're looking for. This is a reaffirmation as well that you're ready to be a mentor. You're ready. You've attained a certain level of skill and mastery. And your talents are needed. Archangel Raphael, the healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. Again, a reaffirmation that Archangel Raphael is with you and supporting you, right? And that all you need to do is reach out to him and open up your heart chakra, your third eye chakra. You know, in terms of receiving the messages, the guidance that comes in. When we pray to our ancestors, spirits, guides, angels, whatever it is you pray to, remember you need to give those messages and those answers to those prayers time to come through. They don't always come through immediately. You pray, and then over the course of a period of time, the messages start to come in. So you have to be a conduit. You have to keep yourself open and present in the moment, so that when the messages come through, you can receive them. Whether they're messages and omens and pictures, songs, words, whichever way the messages come to you, dreams, encounters, remembrances, deja vu, all of these are ways that messages come through to us. You have to be open to it. Fairies. I love when this card jumped out. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. It was interesting because the Dragonfly card is the card of that kind of fairy energy I was talking about. That flighty fairy energy. It's there, but it's not there. You see it, you don't. It's illusory. Magical thinking as well. Light, quick, airy fairy. Right? That's where the term airy fairy comes from. That kind of air, quick, flying, skirting, skittering from here to there. So fairy energy is that energy that's somewhere between, you know, this world and that world, this world and the spiritual world. And if you believe in that sort of thing, these energies are around. They're here to guide us. And there's a whole mythology and a whole lore behind fairies and the various elements that they embody, the jobs that they do to help mankind evolve. And sometimes you could just, and if you don't believe in fairies, you could just say that these are like those subtle energies that our third eye will pick up, you know, subtle energies, ways of communicating that the spirit communicates to us that if we're conscious and in the moment we can pick up. All right, so these are your cards from the archangels. All right, this is, it's my cat playing with a piece of wood. Sorry about that. Scorpio, I know it's been a rough period. I know you're a little bit heartbroken. You feel like you're not finding the love that you want, but persevere in your passions, in your career, in, you know, your talents, what you're good at. You're going, people need you. People are requesting you. You're wanted as a mentor, okay? And I think it's going to start to come in for you. There's going to be opportunities coming in for you that are different opportunities, new opportunities, more mature opportunities. You're going to see the world from a different point of view, right? From a more worldly point of view. You're going to see your situation in your life from a more worldly point of view, from the bigger picture. And release yourself from some of these anxieties. You're going to find your equal in your profession. And I believe that's where the love will come. All right. So for right now, I hope this resonated with you, Scorpios. This is the new moon reading from May 4th to June 3rd for the new moon cycle, from one new moon to the next. New moons are all about beginning, starting something new. It can be starting a new endeavor. It can also be starting a new period in your life of reflection. Anything new, anything beginning. Okay? If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below. Leave me a question. I love to respond to all your comments and questions. Thank you for those who've commented so far, subscribed so far. Thank you to those who've reached out for private reading so far. If you want a private reading, just email me at bowandarrowtarot@gmail.com or check out the information down below. For right now, Scorpio, another transformative month for you, another time for deep reflection, but you're going to come out on top as a master in your field, as someone that people want to get next to, and that's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, Scorpio. I love you guys. Bye-bye.